Sound check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3. Sound check. Check, check, test, check.
Offices. I am Attorney Suzette Canavan Medina, the back five chair, and the members are Director Ella Nalipunggit and Chief Francis Allen de la Cruz. Good morning. Okay, backsec.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone, and good morning to my fellow back members who are here in present physically and those who are online, as well as my morning greetings to the back set.
Let's bow our head and feel the presence of our Lord. Loving Heavenly Father, we come to you this hour asking for your blessing and help us we are gathered together. We pray for guidance in the matters at hand and ask that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm. Give us the desire to find ways to excel in our work. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask that we would challenge each other to reach higher and farther, to be the best we can be. We ask this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
sorry, and in support of the DepEd's mission to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education, all the DepEd Regional Office from Region 1 to NCR. Madam Chair, before we proceed po, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Vice Chairperson who was presently online, Director Marilet Almeida po.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry, I'll be joining online. Thank you.
Thank you po. For 2023, the project aims to procure the services of a certifying body to conduct an audit and certify the conformance of the 15 regional office to ISO 9001-2050 QMS. ITV Clause 8.1, page 61. The procuring entity's address is Director Joseph D. Canaban Medina, Bids and Awards Committee, Back 5, care of Procurement Management Service, Back Secretariat Division, Room 511, 5th floor, Mabini Building, DepEd Complex, Meralco Avenue, Pasig City. The telephone numbers is 863. Consistent with section 22.5.3 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, posting on the PhilJEPs and the procuring entity's website of any supplemental bid bulletin shall be considered sufficient notice to all bidders or parties concerned. ITB Clause 10.1, page 61, the minimum required experience of proposed professional staff is as follows. For the lead auditor, the number of key staff is 1 and the educational qualification is bachelor's degree or graduate degree is a plus. Experience, a valid certificate of achievement in CQI IRCA certified ISO 9001-2015 lead auditor training course. Second, at least 7 years of experience in ISO 9001-2015 certification audit. Third, at least 5 similar projects ISO 9001-2015 certification audit for Philippine basic education sector. And last, at least 10 relevant projects ISO 9001-2015 certification audit for government and private organizations. For the member of auditors, at least 4, and, and it was bachelor's degree or graduate degree is a plus, and a valid certificate of achievement in a CQI IRCA certified ISO 9001-2015 lead auditor training course. Second, at least 5 years of experience in ISO 9001-2015 certification audit. Third, at least 3 similar projects ISO 9001-2015 certification audit for Philippine basic education sector. Fourth, at least 5 relevant projects ISO 9001-2015 certification audit for government and private organizations. For the BDS ITB Clause 15.1, page 62, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and accounts. Description is the procurement of ISO 9001-2015 third-party audit and certifying body for DepEd Regional Office. And the ABC is 3 million. For the 2% of ABC is 60,000 and the 5% is 150,000. For the clause for the ITB clause 15.2, bid securities other than a bid securing declaration shall be turned over to the DepEd Cash Division for custody. The bid securing declaration shall be under the custody of the Back Secretariat. Bid security shall not contain any deletion, crossing out, expansion, or any form of correction. Otherwise, DepEd may reject such security if any such interpolation, superimposition, or alteration affects any material information or feature of the document. For the BDS ITB clause 17.1, page 63, consultants shall enclose their original technical documents in a sealed envelope marked as original technical proposal. Copies thereof shall be similarly sealed in envelopes marked as copy number 1 technical proposal and copy number 2 technical proposal. In addition, the USB flash drive containing the soft copy of the original technical and financial documents shall be sealed in envelope and marked as USB flash drive. The said envelopes containing the original and the copies and the flash drive shall then be enclosed in one single envelope marked as technical proposal. On the other hand, the original of their financial documents shall be enclosed in another sealed envelope marked as original financial proposal. Copies thereof shall be similarly sealed in envelopes marked as copy number 1, financial proposal, and copy number 2, financial proposal. The USB flash drive containing the soft copy of the original financial documents shall be sealed in envelope and marked as USB flash drive. The said envelopes containing the original and the copies of the flash drive shall then be enclosed in one single envelope marked as the financial proposal. Further, the envelope marked as the technical and financial proposal shall be enclosed and or sealed in an outer envelope marked as mother envelope. Any discrepancy between the hard and paper copies and the copies contained and as presented in the USB flash drive, the hard and paper copies shall prevail. For the ITP Clause 25.1, the following processes for the opening of the evaluation of the bids shall be adopted. First, the technical proposal together with the financial proposal shall be considered in the ranking of consultants. The technical proposals shall be evaluated first using the criteria in ITV Clause 25.2. The financial proposals of the consultant who meet the minimum technical score shall then be opened. The technical and financial proposal shall be given corresponding weights with 85% for technical proposal and 15% for the financial, total of 100%. Third, the BAC shall rank the consultants in descending order based on the combined numerical ratings of their technical and financial proposals and identify the highest rated bid. The Hope shall approve or disapprove the recommendations of the BAC within 2 calendar days after receipt of the results of the evaluation from BAC. And lastly, after approval by the Hope of the highest rated bid, the BAC shall, within the 3 calendar days, notify and divide the consultant with the highest rated bid for negotiation in accordance with ITB Clause 27. The ITB Clause 25.3, the numerical weight and minimum required for each criterion are as follows. And here's put the technical summary of the technical evaluation criteria for the track record or experience of the firm, 30%, qualifications of the personnel of the firm, 50%, and plan of approach and the methodology, 20%, with a total score of 100%. For the criteria and rating system for the technical evaluation are as follows. First is applicable of experience of the firm. For the years of experience in ISO 9001 certification audit, 10 years is equivalent to 5 points, more than 10 up to 15 years, 8 points, more than 15 up to 19 years, 12 points, and more than 19 years, 15 points. Second is the number of multi-site projects in ISO 9001 certification audit. One multi-site project is 5 points, two multi-site projects, 8 points, 3 to 4 multi-site projects, 12 points, and more than 4, 15 points. For the number of single-site projects in ISO 9001 certification audit, 10 single-site projects, 5 points, 11 to 14 single-site projects, 10 points, and more than 14 single-site projects, 15 points. For the qualifications of personnel, lead auditor, education, bachelor's degree, 1 point, bachelor's degree in education or public administration, 3 points, graduate degree or at least 18 units, 4 points, and graduate degree or at least 18 units in education or public administration, 5 points. For the training and eligibility, trained with a CQI IRCA certified lead auditor training course on ISO 9001-2015, 3 points, included in the IRCA registry or IRCA membership, 5 points. For the years of experience in ISO 9001, 7 years, 1 point, more than 7 up to 9 years, 3 points, and more than 9 years, 5 points. For the number of similar projects, 5 similar projects, 5 points, 6 to 9 similar projects, 8 points, more than 9 similar projects, 15 points. For the number of the relevant projects, other private or government, 10 other relevant projects, 1 point, 11 to 14 other relevant projects, 3 points, more than 14 relevant projects, 5 points. For the member of auditors, education, bachelor's degree, 1 point, bachelor's degree in education or public administration, 3 points, Graduate degree or at least 18 units, 4 points. Graduate degree or at least 18 units in education or public administration, 5 points. For the training and eligibility, trained with the CQI IRCA Certified Lead Auditor Training Course on ISO 9001-2015, 3 points. Included in the IRCA Registry or IRCA membership, 5 points. And for the years of experience and ISO 9001 certification audit, 5 years, 1 point, more than 5 up to 9 years, 3 points, more than 9 years, 5 points. For the number of similar projects, basic education sector, 3 similar projects, 5 points, 4 to 5 similar projects, 8 points, more than 5 similar projects, 15 points. So the number of other relevant projects, 5 other relevant projects, 1 point, 6 to 9 relevant projects, 3 points, and more than 9 relevant projects, 5 points. For the plan of approach and methodology, the proposed timeline is an adherence with the set relationship between the effective number of personnel and the audit time, 5 points. The certifying body has a locally SEC registered office accredited to both the Philippine Accreditation Bureau and International Accreditation Body, 5 points, and feasibility and sustainability as evidenced by the previous and current projects, 10 points, with a total of 100 points. The minimum score required to pass the technical evaluation is 70 points. For the sealing and marking of bids, please see the illustration po. For the GCC clause 18.3, remove to special conditions of contract na po. For the GCC clause 18.3, page 101 to 101, payment, the method and conditions of payment to be made to the consultant through the government disbursement procedure within 60 days from the submission of documents under this contract shall be as follows. Consultant may submit a request for payment based on the following. For the first milestone po, initial plan and schedule for the initial certification of the regional office, submission of the required documents to the CD for the preparation of their audit plan, and preparation and communication of the Stage 1 audit plan. Conduct of Stage 1 certification audit and submission of audit report that will be on November 22 to 24. Preparation and communication of the Stage 2 audit plan, November 27 to 28. Conduct of Stage 2 certification audit and submission of audit report, November 29 to December 20, and issuance of corrective action reports, if any, December 21. And lastly, awarding of ISO 9001-2015 certificate per region, February 23, 2024. For the clause 34.2, dispute settlement. Any and all disputes arising from the implementation of this contract shall be submitted to arbitration in the Philippines according to the provisions of Republic Acts 876 and 9285 as required in Section 59 of the IRR of RA 9184. For the personnel, the consultant may change its key personnel only for the justifiable reasons as may be determined by DepEd, such as death, serious illness, incapacity of individual consultant, resignation, among others, or until after 50% of the personnel's man-months have been served. Violators will be fined an amount equal to the refund of the replaced personnel's basic rate, which should be at least 50% of the total basic rate for the duration of the engagement. For the terms of reference, which is to be discussed by the end user. I read. Ito po yung general terms and conditions.
Good morning to everyone. No? To discuss the TOR, general terms and conditions, the certifying body must comply with the following. Provide the hearing entity with the following information and or supporting documents. Company profile highlighting the scope of work, methodology, and implementation of the following: at least one multi-site project or projects in the education sector or in other government or private organizations. Second, single site government. It can be NGAs, LGUs, GOCCs, projects. And lastly, private organization certification projects. Auditor profiles of the proposed certification audit team containing the following: curriculum vitae, highlighting their audit experience relevant to basic education and or public administration, valid certificate of achievement in CQI ERCA Certified Level Auditor Training Course for ISO 9001 2015, proof of ERCA membership if any. The certifying body must identify the lead auditor for the project. The certifying body must have a track record of at least 5 years of experience in the auditing and certification of management system in the government sector. The certifying body must have experience in auditing and certifying at least 10 organizations under education or public administration, which consist of LGUs, NGAs, and GOCCs. The certifying body must be accredited by the Department of Trade and Industry, Philippine Accreditation Bureau or the PAB, with PNS, ISO, IEC 17021, 2015, conformity assessment requirements for this providing audit and certification of management system. Requirement PNS ISO IEC 17021-3 2018 conformity assessment requirements for bodies providing audit and certification of management systems. Part 3 competence requirements for auditing and certification of quality management systems for scope IAF 36 public administration and IAF 37 education. The certifying body shall have locally SEC registered office accredited to both the PAB, PhilJEP's Platinum Registration Certificate. The Bureau of Human Resource and Organization Development shall take the lead and provide guidance and instruction to the certifying body on the organizational development expectations of the Department of Education. So the scope of services, initial engagement with the DepEd and the certifying body, the submission of required documents to the certifying body for the preparation of their audit plan. The target date for number one is November 15 and the second one is November 17. Preparation and communication of stage 1 audit plan. Targeted is November 20 to 21. Conduct of stage 1 certifications November 22. This is basically a document review. Number 5, preparation and communication of stage 2 audit plan. The audit plan stage 2 hopefully is November 27 to 28. And then the conduct of the stage 2 audit, which is basically the actual audit that will be conducted in the 15 regions, will be from November 29 to December 20. Issuance of corrective action, if any, if there are non-conformities that are seen in the audit, will be by December 21. And hopefully, the awarding of the ISO 9001:2015 certification for each region will be given on February 23, 2024. The qualification of the service providers are the following: the minimum qualifications, expertise required, working experience in the conduct of ISO 9001:2015 certification audits for business organizations, preferably Philippine basic education sector. Second would be minimum project, number of projects undertaken and managed of singular nature. At least 5 similar projects or similar projects include the following: conduct of ISO 9001:2015 certification audit in the education sector and multi-site ISO 9001:2015 certification audit. Third is minimum number of years of ISO 9001:2015 auditing and certifying experience. 10 years. Accreditation must be accredited by the Philippine Accreditation Bureau or the PAB under the DTI. Minimum qualification of team members, key staff, 1 lead auditor, educational qualifications. Ma'am, pakita. Okay. Experience, a valid certificate, a graduate degree is a plus. a valid certificate of achievement in the CQI IRCA Certified ISO 9000 2015 Lead Auditor Training Course, at least 7 years of experience in ISO 9001 2015 certification audit, at least 5 similar projects, ISO 9001 2015 certification audits for the Philippine basic education sector, and at least 10 relevant projects, ISO 9001 2015 certification audit for government and private organizations. And at least for the member auditors, bachelors, and the graduate degree scores a plus. Again, a valid certificate of achievement in the CQI IRCA Certified ISO 9001 2015 Lead Auditor Training Course, at least 5 years of experience in ISO 9001 2015 Certification Audit, and at least 3 similar projects, ISO 9001 2015 Certification Audit for Philippine Basic Education Sector. So, okay na po yan. Yung points, apo. Apo. Kanina nabanggit na siya. I think that's it.
IRR of RA 9184, members of the BAC, including its staff and personnel, as well as its secretariat at TWG, are prohibited from making or accepting any communication with any bidder regarding the evaluation of their bids until the issuance of the notice of award. However, the BAC, through its secretariat, may ask in writing in the bidder for a clarification of its bid. All responses to the request for the clarification shall be in writing. For the deadline for submission and obtaining of bids, deadline for letter of clarifications, November 9, 2023, until 5 p.m. po. That's all po, and the floor now opens for queries po.
Thank you. Thank you, Backsec and end user. May I request our loan bidder to raise your questions, please? Thank you.
Good morning po, Madam Chair and members po, the team. First and foremost question po, since yung timeline given po that was been moved from the date it was been posted. So today po is November 6. So doon po sa discussion, we are requiring November 17 as the initial communication of the end user and the selected bidder po. But based on the last bid bulletin po, the last day of submission of the bid documents will be November 20. Would there be any adjustment po?
Actually, that's my question, Backsec. We issued a bid bulletin for the postponement of the opening. For the submission.
Meron po kasi sa 12 days po kasi may director, meron po tayong 7 days para po mag-bid bulletin, mag-issue po ng bid bulletin. Kaya if any revision po sa TOR, i-bid bulletin na lang din po natin bago po mag-opening. Hindi na po tayo kailangan mag-postpone po ng bid opening. Kasi sa 12 days po na yun, meron po tayong 7 days for the posting of something.
Hindi, my point here is we're certain that today is the pre-bid.
Yes po.
And the bid bulletin natin yun, di ba? Pero hindi natin napalitan yung calendar. Yung November 17 na first. Di ba dapat kasama din yun sa bid bulletin?
Yes po. Nung time po kasi yung director, hindi pa po namin nare-request ni end user. Kaya ika-clarify po ni end user para may final dates po sila sa calendar dates nila po at bid bulletin.
So definitely, we'll revise, we'll issue another bid bulletin number 6. Pero dapat sana naisama na natin yun, di ba?
Hindi po kasi director, nung time na nag-issue po tayo ng bid bulletin, umurong po kasi tayo ng dates, director.
Anyway, and then my next issue is the validity of the fund. 2023 ba? Okay. So, sabi nga ni Sir, na November 17, submission of bids November 20. So, kailan na ang target, ang first nung, ano yung nakalagay doon? Delivery. Pa-flash ako, please. From the opening of the bids, which is on November 20, kailan na yung first, ano nila, milestones? Oo. Sige. We'll check muna. And back members, do you have any other question?
Yes, Madam Chair, I observed earlier, as discussed, when we discuss yung GCC and terms of reference, there are schedules of deliverables as well as payments na we cannot anymore proceed with or meet. No, I am now moving that we instruct yung back secretariat to adjust all deliverable schedules and payments accordingly, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Since the submission and opening will be on November 20. So, when is the target date for the initial engagement end user? After the opening, ilang days pa ang evaluation?
May I present po the timeline,
Okay.
Director?
Please, thank you.
Here po. Tapos, meron po tayong bid evaluation. Ang opening po natin is November 20 and the bid evaluation po is November 21 until November 24 po. Kasama na po dito yung reporting. For the approval of ranking by the HOPE po, November 24 to November 28 po, which is 5 days po. For the notification for negotiation po, November 29. And negotiation po is November 30. For the post-qualification po, bali isasabay na lang po ang negotiation sa post-qualification po. For the approval of resolution and NOAA po, December 1, and the contract preparation po is 7 days po, from December 6 to December 12, kasi dadaan pa po sa legal yung contract. And for the approval of contract po, December 13 to 15 po. And issuance of NTP, December 18 to 20 po.
Yeah, that is why, Madam Chair, I am moving that the back secretariat as well as the end user discuss yung timelines as provided in the GCC, SEC, and term of reference to adjust all schedules of deliverables as well as payments in accordance with the timelines as amended for the bidding timelines, Madam Chair.
Okay, there's a motion here to adjust the timeline. Oo. Based on the presented schedule. Back members.
Their question,
Yeah.
will this be in a separate or a new bid working? So I second the motion.
Madam Chair, before ma'am, I second to sana muna. Would it be possible to raise a question, ma'am, with regard to the... Ma'am, with regard to the... Kasi ma'am, di ba the deadline is November 20? That is what we were asking and requesting if it need be November 20 yung deadline, given the fact that there is only one bidder. If in case the bidder is able to submit earlier the documents, that's why we are not able to adjust and give the adjusted dates to the back secretariat, is because we wanted to clarify first, Ma'am Sana and sirs and ma'ams, no, if the November 20 is something that is already fixed. Given the fact that there is only one bidder, we were looking at what if the bidder was able to submit earlier than the deadline of November 20.
Thank you, sir. The opening should be at least 12 days before the pre-bid. After pre-bid. That's the rule. So 12 days after pre-bid is November 20.
Ma'am, if that is not negotiable, then ma'am, the next question that I would like to ask is, given the fact that the notice to proceed is already December 20, and most probably the award would be a day after, around December 21, right? So ma'am, ang tanong lang, given the fact that most probably the audit will not happen after Christmas, how many days would the certifying body be given so that they will be able to proceed most probably by January na po yan, ilang days bang allotted for them to be able to proceed with the auditing given the fact that hindi naman mangyayari yung audit after Christmas. So, yun po yung medyo dilemma din namin na most probably hindi naman first week of January kaagad mag-audit yan. A lot of preparations will also have to be done, especially that this will be done with the regions. So, meron po ba tayong nababiolate or mababiolate na conditions if medyo pinrolong natin, like for example, second week or third week of January siya mag-audit? Kahit na ang notice to proceed niya po ay December 21. That would be around 3 weeks after the notice to proceed or notice to award.
Baksa, can you flash the provisions? I think it's within 30 days from NTP? Or mag-commence na sila from the issuance of the NTP. Pero ma-obligate na siya from the issuance of the NTP. Oo. But yung within 30 days, I don't know. Within 30 days, within 5 days. Oo. Pa-check ako sa consultancy provisions. RA 9184.
For the MPP,
Hindi naman to delivery, baka stipulation. Yeah. Maximum of 30 calendars. Next page. Yeah. Is there a separate provision for consultancy audit?
we'll check na po sa
Baka delivery yun.
Wala naman. 7 calendars naman po for the issuance.
Issuance, but from the receipt of the vending. Is there a timeline that we need to follow?
Sige, pagka finalize na po ito, then tayo discuss it. Pag physical ano rin performance security. So from the issue ng performance security po ngayon,
Here, if I may, yes, may I ask, I think there's a term of reference to regards to the voice of there are guidelines there.
Ay, sorry, hindi na naban. Ay, sorry. Oh. May I ask, can you review back to that term of reference na meron silang indicated?
Yes po, meron po sila.
Deliverables. With the first, parang ang initial engagement stage, will that indicate already an action on the part of the
Yan
consultant?
Ano yung meeting lang
Yeah, meeting. Will that initial activity certify na they're already doing action?
For the time lang po kasi ito lang po, 30 calendar days lang po. Ito lang po yung timeline na sinabmit po.
Yeah, but we have to address the question kasi nga, for example, we issued the notice to proceed on December 20. Then they can actually meet with the certifying body for within December. Kasi, ayan meeting lang naman yun eh. And then submission of required documents for 2 calendar days. Submission naman to, they will not conduct. Preparation pa lang naman ito. So, kaya pa. Conduct, ayun. Kasi, meron yan, number of days from the receipt of the NTP. They should, start. Otherwise, it will be a ground for the termination of contract. May we ask the bidder?
Yes, ma'am.
Wala namang problema if we issue the NTP if ever on the 20th of December. Diba?
On our end, ma'am, wala naman pong problema. The only thing is, of course, we wanted to accommodate yung timeline niyo po based on what you are requesting on our end naman po. So, previously kasi ma'am, on the previous prequel natin, from the prequel, the target is this December. But since of the adjustment, and then actually I have a second question, but since sabi nyo nga ma'am, parang hindi pwede, there's no exemption to the rule dun sa adjustment ng calendar days natin. Because some of the requirements for the technical proposal was actually a requirement during the pre-qualifications. So in that end, ma'am, since sabi nga ni sir, we are the only sole bidder na po, we would be resending those documents na lang din naman po So won't that be parang an exemption na pwede naman na review naman na at beforehand? Wala talaga.
Because you might miss another document during the submission of the opening of bids.
Okay, ma'am.
Oo.
Meron po dito yung naka-indicate sa bid docs po.
Yeah. The notice, ayan. Upon receipt, the third party shall assess the conformity. So the contract shall be completed within 3 months upon receipt of the notice to proceed. Pero walang sinabing to proceed upon receipt of the NTP. Meron yan. Oo. So within 3 months.
Mag-mention yung receipt ng notice to proceed. Wala yung pero kailangan immediate na yun.
Kapag may sinag ng notice to proceed, kasi magpapag-proceed kami every concern kasi is December 20 grabe holidays, so wala na sila pa
But there is an exemption when it comes to procurement, even during Christmas Eve nagpo-procure. Totoo yan. Kami sa Mimaropa, 24, nagmi-meeting pa kami, 23. When it comes to procurement kasi, jury duty. Oo. And it's already beyond our control. Kapag nagbigay na tayo ng NTP, the bidder or the supplier should immediately act. Oo. So, kapag hindi nag-comply, it's not the fault of the certifying body. Sige.
Saka yung sa timeline ko kasi, Madam Chair, ito na po yung pinaka-shortest. Saka hindi po talaga namin alam kung eksaktong December 20 is may notice to proceed na
Yes,
tayo.
exactly. Minimum to.
Yes po.
Minimum yan eh. So, baka tumagal ang contract ng 1 month, 2 months. So, minimum yan. We're not sure pa. But, sa bagay, 2023 budget to. No?
Yes po.
Oo. So, minimum requirements ito. Within 38, parang 29 nga nakita ko kanina sa sa procurement law. Lampas na nga yan, 38 days.
Sa timeline po.
36 calendar days pala. Oo.
36 po. So, 180 po.
Okay. So, this is just minimum. Kasi hindi naman tayo sigurado dyan sa post-qua na yan na 1 day lang yan. Negotiation 1 day. Ano yung notice? Puro 1 day. I doubt it.
Tapos itong contract ko, i-review ko po ni legal.
Contract preparation and signing, 6 days. Yeah. So, first, maybe as requested, moved by back member Francis and seconded by Director Ella. Tama ba? Hindi pa ba? Sige, go ahead.
May I make a statement therefore, if we do our bid, ang tawag doon, bid bulletin, I suggest we do not do it by dates na lang, sir. But we base it on number of days, like 10 days after the notice to proceed, or parang ganyan. So, use that milestone, not dates, but number of days similar to this. Para kung ano mang araw ma-approve yung notice to proceed natin, then we will count based on that. So that we okay with the end user. Chair.
Ma'am, to clarify lang po your query with regard to that. Ma'am, ang tanong rin namin is, since mag-a-adjust kami ng schedule na ma'am, because we're the end user, is the adjustment that we will be doing with regard to the dates of the deliverables dependent on that already? Is that what you're saying po? Kasi ma'am, sabi nyo kanina, this is the minimum. What if nga pag tumagal tapos gumawa kami ng additional dates na hindi na naman papasok doon sa opo. So kami hindi rin namin alam ma'am kung saan kami nakadepende yung doon sa dates namin na deliverables kasi it will also depends on the dates provided by the back secretariat. So paano po ba natin ni-merge siya in such a way na it will work for both sides po?
Madam Chair. Yeah, to marry all of this, actually yung suggestion ni Doc Ella is a very valid suggestion naman. Ang suggestion ko dito is from notice of to proceed, doon na tayo mag-count ng number of days, not necessarily mentioning yung actual dates, but number of days ng deliverables at payments after the issuance of notice to proceed. Kasi itong mga timelines na ito, nagbabari yan up to the maximum allowable by the law, except pag nag-issue ka ng notice to proceed na. Pag notice to proceed kasi, mag-commence na yung 30 calendar days ng delivery, Madam Chair.
So you mean, for example, the initial engagement na nakalagay doon November 17. So instead of stating the specific date, let's say the initial engagement to be held within 3 days or 7 days from the receipt of the notice to proceed. So kanon. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am. Sige po.
Para kahit pabago-bago.
So ma'am, yun na po yung lalagay namin doon
Yes.
sa terms of reference namin doon sa deliverables.
Yes.
Okay.
But I have another question back, Sec. It's been really bothering me. Ano ang number of days lang for the consultancy services? Kasi the total dito, paakyat ako. Ayan. So we started when? September, right?
Yes.
And the total now is 100. Baba mo, 80 days? Oh, yung ginagawa nyo, yeah, it's really been one, I don't know, even the TVL. Valid ba yan? 180 calendar days? Ilang months supposed to be ang procurement natin? process. 3 months, 90 days. Right? Oh, 180 days times 2.
Sa
Except for, may exception? Paki-post. What is the exception to the rule?
for this lang po, madam. Consulting po. Wait lang po.
Kasi September, October, November, 90 days supposed to be tapos na ang procurement process natin from pre-proc to the notice to proceed. Ayan, day 9 to 70. Ayan. $75? Ano yun? So baka from pre-bid to NTP? Yeah, may timeline yan.
Bid opening.
From bid opening, I wanna see.
Posting na natin.
Ayan, no?
Failures are estimated to be 35 and 180.
From advertisement, ayan, no? From advertisement, posting of the procurement to issuance of NTP, the minimum is 35 and maximum is 180. Ah, oo. All members shall be on jury duty. So 180 calendar days, guys, ha? Hindi, wag na natin gawing isang taon or 6 months. 180.
For consulting services po ito, madam.
Oh, consulting yan. Pang ilang, yung binigay nyo sa aming
September.
date. Balik ka ulit dun sa maximum na yon. Oh, maximum na yan. Baba mo ulit. Oh, 180 ka na. Tama ba ako?
Dapat si contract management.
Sorry po, madam. Kailan na ba ako? September. Wait lang po, madam.
Kailan yung first posting natin?
Um,
Kung hindi kasama ang pre-proc, posting tayo.
first posting po. So, for a while po. First posting po is September 14 po. Opo.
So, pa-red flag backset yung mga ganyan, yung number of days. So, dapat 35 yung minimum yun eh. 35, di ba? So, na-consume na natin yung 35 days. Obviously. Okay, sige.
Saka na rin po tayo, Director, Madam Chair, kasi di ba bigla pong nag-resign sila. Kaya
Yeah.
napisahan po natin schedule.
Sige. So, yes po.
May I move for a second the motion of Sir Francis with regards to a posting of a bid bulletin indicating changes in the timelines for the terms of reference as indicated in our current bid bulletin, Madam Chair. I second the motion.
Thank you. Thank you, back members. So, BACSEC, let's issue bid bulletin number 6 stating with end user stating the number of days instead of specific date.
Ma'am, pwedeng clarification ulit, ma'am. With the terms of reference stating the clarification, ma'am. yung sa number of days. So, do we start po with the initial, di ba po ang suggestion is after the issuance of the notice to proceed, correct? Yun po ba yung initial engagement namin with them? So, yung
Yes po.
initial meetings, yun yung pinaka number one.
Yes po. Oo.
Okay.
So the number one, initial engagement conducted with certifying body. So within three calendar days from the receipt of the NTP. Tapos yung second mo, after the meeting conducted within, di ba yun yung submission of documents? So, within 7 calendar days or 5 calendar days. Para wag na tayong date. Para wag na tayong puro urong. Okay? Thank you, Batsek. Meron pa po?
Ma'am, last clarification na lang po.
Sige.
Okay lang po. Ma'am, yung bid bulletin, for example, kung ma-post po siya either today or tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yung sa posting po, 7 po.
Oh.
For November 20, bilang ka ng 7 days, pabalik, dapat na-post na si bid bulletin. So, that's November 14 or 13, safe. Pero i-post nyo na para hindi naman tayo mag-move. Tomorrow is kasi pag pinost kasi tomorrow, magre-reflect yan sa PhilJeps the next day. The next day or within the day? Within the day. The same day pala. Pag weekend lang pala ang the next working day. Okay?
Kailan yung target natin, ma'am? Kasi kami, mabilis naman kami mag-a-adjust kasi may TOR naman based on the suggestion given by ma'am.
Oh.
Ma-adjust namin kaagad. Ang tanong nga, kailan ma-propose? Sige, mamaya. Hindi,
Mabilis
bibigyan
lang
namin
ba ang
mamaya.
Kasi iba naman nagpo-post, di ba? Ay, kayo din?
Sila po kasi nagpo-post, ma'am, hindi po
Kayo pa
kami.
rin. Andito lang naman ako until 6. Okay. So within the day, wag bukas wala ako. Okay. Sige. Okay.
All po for...
Thank you. Meron pa po, sir?
Ma'am, in regards doon sa movements po, eventually the audit would commence most probably by next year na po. Tama po ba ako? Ang question lang po namin, most probably would be a question by our accounting din po. Would the billing would be, normally po kasi, kung kailan yung month ng audit, that's the time we're sending the billing po. Won't be any problem po on your end po kung ganun yung magiging process po namin since the budget is 2023. So yung billing po and OR namin would be dated by next year na po. Wala naman po problema.
Wala namang problems sa payment, di ba? 2023 fund naman siya valid for until December 2024.
Okay.
So okay lang.
Yun lang yung naging concern, ma'am. Baka i-require na kailangan before the year end mag-send na kami ng billing.
Wala naman. Pero kailangan ma-obligate.
Apo. Yes, ma'am. Yun din po yung sa side namin po.
Yes po.
Ma'am, to clarify nga, coming from the question of sir, kanina, yung billing nila po, ayan po, kung mag-adjust kami, since hindi pa nila na-provide yung service, paano nga po yun, ma'am?
Sa milestones.
Kaya lang, ma'am, yun nga, ang agreement po kasi, ang audit na is next year, which is next year na yun ang billing, pero ang budget niya nasa 2023. Wala pong problema yan.
Wala naman kasi ang unless ang validity ng pero kahit pa valid yan ng 2022, let's say, basta na-obligate siya, may contract, may NTP, mababayaran yan for next year kasi na-obligate na siya. Wala, hindi na.
Oo nga,
So,
yun.
wala na. Malabo na yun. They tried it twice pero hindi naman nag-work. Oo. So, hindi na. Valid pa rin siya. Mas okay nga kasi, kumbaga parang naitabi na earmark na yung pera mo for payment. Kaya kailangan talaga ma-award siya this year. Kasi 22-23 fund yan. Pero valid pa naman hanggang December pera. Ayan, so babaguhin mo din yan, sir. Oo.
Ma'am, to clarify, yung delivery schedule, ano din, number of days na lang. It will not be a specific date anymore. Sige po.
So dapat consistent yan doon sa isa. So, paakyat ulit ako. Backside. Yan. Let's say within 3 days from delivery schedule, initial plan schedule. Pareho yan doon sa isa, di ba? Initial engagement. Initial plan and schedule for the initial certification of the regional offices. Kasi pareho yung date mo, November 15, pati doon sa isa. Ganun din yun, pareho dapat yung date mo dito. Tapos submission of the required documents. And then pag nagawa nila yun, payment na within what? Akyat mo ulit, sorry. So let's say within 3 days from the receipt of the notice to proceed, yung initial plan. And then within 2 days from the initial plan. Ganon. So pag nagawa na nila, payment schedule, bayaran na. Tapos next, please. Ayan. Oo, yes. Okay? May question?
May question.
Sige
Yes,
po.
ma'am. Ma'am, worst case scenario lang, no, ma'am? Kasi di ba following the schedule given by the back secretariat, which is the December 21 or 20, at least yung NTP, would that be parang kasi ma'am, di ba, following the number of days already, and we've reached already 180 if I'm not mistaken. So most probably by December 21, that's the latest. Pa rin? Okay. Oo. Yun po kasi yung ano natin, hiling lang kami ng request also from the back secretariat na whatever changes that will happen in the schedule, the proposed schedule, ma'am, pwedeng pa-open yung schedule niyo. Yung naka-Excel po. Kasi we've been coordinating with Ma'am Jen naman with regard to the schedule. Like for example, yung unang tanong ko kasi ma'am, di ba sabi niyo, yung the 20 days, the 12 days is non-negotiable. But with regard to the other dates, kasi yung 12 days lang yata is the one which is non-negotiable. All the other dates here are based on the schedule of the secretariat and whoever. Opo. So yun yung request namin with the back secretariat na after the 12 days, which is the one which is non-negotiable, baka pwedeng i-fast track, short track, whatever. Hindi po namin, kasi yun nga, medyo na-delay siya kasi hindi rin namin alam based on the adjustments that they are being made. Kasi when we had the pre-bid conference now, yung ngayon po, yung schedule, we were coordinating with them October, immediately after nung yung review po ng documents of the bidders. And then yun nga, marami palang i-adjust with regard to the timeline. We were not also coordinated or informed with. Kaya nga, kala namin ma-adjust pa lahat yan. Like for example, ma'am, yung negotiation, for example, is there something that once medyo maayos na ba siya, is there something that needs to be really negotiated with?
Actually, minimum na ang binigay ng backsec, 1 day na lang yan. In fact, yes, lahat yan pwedeng i-adjust kung sa region. Sa central office, suntok sa buwan. Kasi lahat yan pwedeng one day. Totoo yan. From the opening of bids, pwede lahat yan, notice, post qua, pwede yan all in one day. That is allowed by law. Pero the contract review, it's not within our yeah. So we cannot adjust and we cannot, unless you can help us with the legal, kung kaya nila in one day review ang contract. Oo. But the minimum, tiningnan ko nga, minimum lang nilagay nila, one day, 2 days, one day. Minimum yan, hindi na yan ma-adjust. I don't know kung kaya pa natin i-adjust. But in all fairness, alam mo naman to, you were aware of that because of the hope. Kaya nag-issue kami ng another bid bulletin because we don't know kung sino yung maging hope. Kaya na-adjust lahat yan. Sa ngayon, wala pa nga eh, but we still tinutuloy natin ito. Kaya siya medyo nag-stop. In fact, it's not just this project, yung iba pang mga binibid natin. But very minimum, kita mo yung mga yan, oh. Actually, contract preparation, you can actually do that in 2 days, the preparation. But signing, hindi natin control yan. And,
I-hope naman tayo, kaya lang si VP yun.
oo.
So, yun yung pinag-aaral. Kaya lang natin document si VP ng
Oh, so VP sign this contract now. So anyway, meron naman tayong hope. Inayos na yan, effective today. Actually, meron namang in-issue. Pero marami pang pagdadaanan bago dumating kay hope. Marami pa tayong gagawin. Oh. Minimum na nga yan yung ginawa ng ating BACSEC. But yes, BACSEC coordinate closely with the end users para guided din sila. Kung nasa na tayo, signed na po, ganito. And same with end user, coordinate with BACSEC as well kasi marami din yan naka-line up. Same with the other projects. Okay?
To clarify lang po, basically the reason why we're asking is not just because of our concern, but mainly because this involves the regions po. Hindi rin kasi namin alam yung sasabihin namin sa regions as regards all of these. And for us, hindi naman namin pwedeng i-divulge na kesyo ganito, no? So, as much as possible, sa amin at least on our end, malinaw lang kung hanggang saan. Para pwede namin pagtakpan or pwede namin sabihin sa regions, kasi po medyo nagka-problema sa ganito, etc. and so on. But what we would just like to clarify is yun nga, in terms of the dates kasi, we also want to, kasi may mga society na rin po sa regions na nagtatanong na rin kung kailan nga yung certification nila, etc. and so on. Yun lang yung gusto namin mamalaman, yun nga, given that na this is the minimum pala po, yun yung at least the earliest that we can tell the regions na kailan na ba talaga kasi we've been bombarded with a lot of questions as to when, etc. And of course, they're also, especially kung meron nga pong external body na mag-audit, they'll also have to procure for where the auditors will be billeted in any case that they will be staying after a day or two, no? Yun lang po, no? So hindi naman not to pressure the back secretariat or anyone with regard to this. We're just airing the concerns coming especially from the field, no? Na baka lang po kasi tanungin kami, ano na ba? Baka kasabihin gumagawa lang kami ng story with regard to this. Para lang po alam rin namin kung saan kami maggagalaw. And what we will be telling the regions with regard to the audit. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for understanding po the questions that they're being asked.
Madam Chair. Yeah, all of these are premised on that there will be an award. Yung pa yan kung may award. Kung may award dyan, baka ang safest timelines is yung maximum. So hingin yung maximum Pero syempre, again, kung walang award, yun yung worst scenario. So mahirap din relay ng message sa baba na ito yung mangyayari, no? But please mention na pwede rin kasi mag-fail yung bidding. Okay.
We're not saying that sir will be qualified, diba? And we cannot promise naman sa lahat ng bidding. So sabihin na lang ongoing procurement and we only have we have a lone bidder, so hindi rin natin alam kung makaka-qualify siya or not. So yun na lang. And the regional office will Accept naman. So yun lang naman. But meron kasi talaga tayong ano man, with number of days for the procurement process. Okay? So, sir, do you have any more?
Ma'am, just to clarify, there would be another bid bulletin. But the November 20 bid submission stands still. Okay po. Sige po.
Will not adjust na, sir. Otherwise, uurong yan January na. Yun yung pinaka ano. Please take note back, sec. Oo. That's the final. Pag hindi nag-issue or nagbigay si end user, let us know. Oh, kasi the bid bulletin will come from the end user. Okay. Sige. Thank you. Wala na? May question kaya online? Si Director Malet? Meron ba siya? Wala. Okay.
Last po
Sir,
ma'am.
okay.
Bali ma'am, the first documents po, yung terms of reference, everything would be changed po, no? By the updated one. Then, that's the time we would be paying for the bid document fee.
Yes. Pag bumili kayo ng bid docs.
Apo. So, okay. Prior to the bid opening. Okay po.
May nandyan, nakalagay no? November 14. Ay, sorry. Ulit. November 20.
November 20.
Deadline. November 20, what time? 2 p.m. ang opening. November 20, 1 p.m. And then 2 p.m. ang opening. Baka mamaya hindi pa umabot si Sir. Back to zero tayo. Si Director Malet, parang meron siyang ano.
Wala, Madam Chair.
Okay.
I concur.
Okay,
Thank you.
Direk. Thank you. So, Sir, meron pa po.
Wala naman na po. We'll just wait for the new posting na lang po.
Bulletin number 6.
Ang TOR is para malagay sa
Okay, so sir, I think that's it for ISO.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, meron pa kayo? Meron pa. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.